Nanda Kishora Shyama Gopala Nanda Kishora Shyama Gopala Shyama Gopala Madana Gopala Shyama Gopala Madana Gopala Hey Krishna Hey Krishna Hey Krishna Hey Krishna Vittala Jaya Panduranga Panduranga Vittala Jaya Panduranga Panduranga Hey Krishna Hey Krishna Nanda Kishora Shyama Gopala Shyama Gopala Madana Gopala Nanda Kishora Shyama Gopala Shyama Gopala Madana Gopala Shyama Gopala Madana Gopala Shyama Gopala Madana Gopala Vittala Jaya Panduranga Panduranga Vittala Jaya Panduranga 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 Vittala Jaya Panduranga Panduranga. Today is the birthday of Lord Krishna, the 8th divine incarnation. It falls on the 8th day of the dark half of the month of Bhadrapada. This is one of the greatest of all Hindu festivals. Lord Krishna was born at midnight. Temples are decorated for the occasion. Kirtans are sung. Bells are rung. The conch is blown. And Sanskrit hymns are recited in praise of Lord Krishna. At Mathura, the birthplace of Lord Krishna, special spiritual gatherings are organized at this time. Pilgrims from all over India attend these festive gatherings. Sri Krishna is the ocean of bliss. His soul-stirring leelas, which are the wonder of wonders, are its waves. The honeyed music of his flute attracts the minds of his devotees from all regions. His unequaled and unsurpassed wealth of beauty amazes the animate and the inanimate beings. He adorns his friends with his incomparable love. His palms bear the sign of a lotus and a discus. The right sole of his feet of a flag. The thunderbolt, an iron goad, barley seed, and the swastika. His left sole has the rainbow, triangle, water pot, crescent, sky, fish, and a cow's footprint. His form is composed of a condensed universal consciousness and bliss. His body pervades the entire cosmos. Devotion is the only means of attaining Lord Krishna. Bhakti kindles love for the Lord. When love is directed towards Krishna, man is freed from the bondage of the world. Though Lord Krishna appeared in a human body, he had a divine body not composed of the five elements. He did not take any birth here in the usual sense of the term. He did not die. He appeared and disappeared through his Yoga Maya, as he has declared in the Gita. This is the secret known only to his devotees, yogis, and sages. His enchanting form with flute in hand is worshipped in myriads of homes in India. It's a form to which is poured out of devotion and supreme love from the hearts of countless devotees all over the world. Millions of spiritual seekers worship him and repeat his mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Lord Krishna was great in knowledge, great in emotion, great in action, all at once. The scriptures have not recorded any life more full, more intense, more sublime and grander than the life of Krishna. An incarnation is the descent of God for the ascent of man. A ray from the cosmic being in his potential state of manifestation descends on earth with mighty powers to keep up the harmony of the universe. The work done by the incarnation of God and his teachings produce a benign influence on human beings and help them in their upward divine unfoldment and self-realization. The incarnation comes to reveal the divine nature of man and makes him rise above the petty materialistic life of passion and egoism. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is designated as Yogeshwara, the Lord of Yoga, a master in every field of life and every aspect of reality, a total being manifest in his temporal world, walking on this earth with his feet planted on human values, but with a spirit towering above the realms of human thought, reaching the apex of creation itself. God is immanent, we say in ordinary language. When we say God is present in all things, we mean perfection is present everywhere. God is perfection. Even in the littlest dust that is floating in the air, there is the completeness manifest, and it can reveal its magnificence if the time for it comes. This is symbolically, traditionally, and mythologically told to us by stories like God bursting forth from a pillar made of bricks, which means to say the most transcendent, unreachable, superindividual absolute is also the most immanent reality present in the deepest core of the cells of our bodies, so that there is a perfection within us as well and outside us as well. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is the Purna Avatara of Narayana, the complete manifestation of God. The fullness of the incarnation is itself the difficulty in understanding the life and gospel of Shri Krishna. The many sideness of his personality and the multifaceted meaning of his gospel follow the integrality of his being. The human mind cannot think of fullness as it is a finite instrument of the individual. The manifestation of God as Shri Krishna in that fullness and glory is intended to demonstrate the perfection of God. Shri Krishna is supposed to have incarnated himself to show to mankind the glory and perfection of God. To think Shri Krishna is to think the cosmos. It will stir the personality at one stroke and rise it to a sense of ecstasy. The necessity to demonstrate the Vishwarupa or the universal form in the life of Shri Krishna is enough indication of what was hiddenly present in the personality of Shri Krishna as the purpose of his incarnation. We have been told that a gesture of his hand, a smile from his lips, or a movement of his body suggested a cosmic event taking place somewhere. This can be appreciated by us when we see that any movement of a particular limb of our body is related to a simultaneously sympathetic operation of all limbs of the body, the whole body. If a toe moves, the whole body moves because of the interrelated of the parts composing of the organism. In a similar manner is the way we have to understand the performance in the life of such a mighty incarnation of Shri Krishna. Dear brothers and sisters, those who have been fortunated to have visited Bharti and sat in the sanctum sanctorum and observed our Sai, have they not observed this dimension of Bhagavan, where if he is smiling or if he is squeezing his lips or if he is moving his hands, it may imply that he is saving some devotee somewhere in the world. He is conveying some secret to some bhakta somewhere in the universe. This dimension of God is echoed in the lines of a poet where he says, Nan asaindal asayum agilamella. If I move, the whole world shall move. Cosmic was Sri Krishna, supreme par excellence. Transcended man was Sri Krishna. That is why his ethics, his teachings, his philosophy is bound to be so hard for us to go deep into it. It is not easy for us to know what is Bhagavad Gita's essential message. To some, he looked like a small child. To some others, a beautiful youth. To some others, a terror and a warrior. And to the yogins, he was the most beloved and the magnificent object of highly satisfying meditation. Like the ocean in which one can find anything, so one could find anything in Sri Krishna, the great perfection. Narayana and Nara are supposed to have taken form as Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Swami says, God incarnated as Krishna to charm humanity by his pranks, his play, his song and sweetness, and to show man the path of love and how to live in love. Krishna was born on Ashtami, during the dark fortnight of the month. The effulgence of the Lord is seen with a greater effect when it is dark. In a world of disorder, Krishna was born to establish order. Ashtami is associated with troubles and difficulties. When do troubles arise? When the righteousness is forgotten. Krishna's advent signifies the dispelling of darkness, the removal of troubles, the banishing of ignorance, and the teachings of mankind and of the supreme wisdom. We shall end this satsang with a beautiful interpretation of Janmashtami, the day of descent of Sri Krishna, by a living master. The master says, Devaki, Lord Krishna's mother, represents the physical body, while Vasudeva, Lord Krishna's father, represents the prana, the vital life force. When the prana rises in the body, joy or Sri Krishna is born. That is why Krishna is called Nandalala, one who is the embodiment of bliss. Within this small body, you are able to experience the infinite space. Kamsa represents the ego. Kamsa is Devaki's brother, which indicates that the ego is born along with the body. The biggest adversary of ego is joy. Ego cannot survive and has to bow down where there is joy and love. A person can hold a very high position in society, but he melts in front of his own little child. When the child falls ill, however strong the person is, he feels helpless. Ego simply melts when confronted with love, simplicity, and joy. That is why there is a war between ego, that is Kamsa, and love, that is Krishna. Krishna is the epitome of joy, the quintessence of simplicity, and the very source of love. As the story goes, when Krishna was born, the prison guards fell asleep. The gods here represent the five senses, which protect the ego because they are tuned outward when awake. So, when there is no happiness and joy, the body feels like a prison. And the gods, the five senses, are awake. When the Lord Krishna was born in this prison, all the senses symbolized by the prison guards fell asleep. The five senses are the gods of the ego that keep you so engaged on the outside so that you don't see the infinite sky within. When one turns inwards towards the source of joy, bliss is born within, that is the Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna and the Mother Divine were both born on the same day of Ashtami. The Mother Divine took a physical form, but when the evil king Kamsa tried to grab hold of her, she freed herself from Kamsa's hands and disappeared into the skies. The essence here is that the ego cannot capture Shakti, the divine energy. It may appear that the ego can trap Shakti, but it is not so. Ego can neither capture bliss, Krishna, nor can it capture Shakti, divine. This is the message of Janmashtami. So, where should we look for Lord Krishna? Lord Krishna says, "One who sees me everywhere, in everyone, and sees everyone in me is truly intelligent. Everything has emerged from one divinity." This is the special message of Janmashtami. Jai Shri Krishna.